In the red, at the bottom left, down one game, they call him the Emperor. His name is the one, the only.
Yun-yeol, Slayer's BoxeR.
A lot of fans here today. I can't even imagine how many people are tuning into this. Okay.
Oh, wow.
In the blue, the winner of the previous game, currently looking pretty slick. The most, hold on.
Yun-yeol, NaDa.
Glad I had more time to hype him up, did not.
That was very disrespectful of the ex-Street Fighter voice.
Yes. Hey, if you can see us in the corner of the screen there.
Really?
Yeah, just for a minute. All right. So far, very standard openers. Slayer's BoxeR does tend to do this, making the depot hug a corner here and a corner here this way, and he usually doesn't sink it that way. Scouting SCV actually has to go around like this.
Yeah.
You can follow my cursor instead of going around like that.
Every little thing helps his Marines catch it quicker so he can build his tech buildings and get on with life.
Meanwhile, NaDa actually built a supply depot here, sinks it, making this whole area more space efficient since the main on this map is a little bit smaller, actually considerably smaller.
It's the smallest main out of all the maps. One thing I would like to mention, what I love on this map is we've only seen it a few times, but the main being so small, as we said, a lot of times, sometimes early game, but more often late mid-game, we may see siege tanks try to sneak around and hit the buildings that are in the main base, because it is that small. So you have to be very careful about your building placement. The more expensive, more important buildings, you should build further away from the edge.
That's very true.
Now, both of them getting gases this time. Not going to see any gasless expansion by NaDa.
And this SCV is going to get inside the main, get in there first. So he says, okay, he's not doing a proxy barracks or anything like that. And the same for our Red Terran. Now chased out. Did he see that tech lab? Hold on. Yep. He did see it.
I cannot wait. Now that the SCVs are gone, we get to see what these guys are thinking. What are they going to do?
Slayer's BoxeR tends to not get add-ons early on in TvT. He wants to crank out a few Marines.
I like that. And NaDa, I think, is going to get a Reaper. Yeah, he goes for that Reaper. That's a great move against BoxeR. You want to see what he's doing. He's such a sneaky guy. At the same time, NaDa getting double gas, and BoxeR getting double gas. So probably going to go up to Starport for both of them. It's a possibility one will go siege tanks, but normally you see the Starport with double gas.
Slayer's BoxeR's second gas a little bit delayed here.
And looks like their factory's almost the exact same time.
Bunker here, so he's definitely going to attack.
Yeah.
He knows that Slayer's BoxeR has a reputation for being aggressive. He wants to be safe. You can, of course, salvage the bunker later on.
Yeah, you know, there is that little 3 Marine, 1 SCV timing attack that BoxeR showed us he likes so much in this matchup. So NaDa's like, no, I'm not going to lose any SCVs that. Thanks, though. It makes that bunker. And
there
look
is
at that.
1 Marine here ready. The Reaper can shoot down the Marine and still get scouting up, though. Let's see.
That will take a lot of damage, though, and jumps up at just the right time, takes minimal damage, gets out of there, and removes that SCV, building the Starport.
See that? That's where that comes into play.
Yeah, couldn't run behind.
He would have to go around.
In fact, if you even click behind, because you're used to being able to run around there, it's going to bug out the AI a little bit. It's going to walk closer to the Marines and die even quicker. So it's a great place to put your depot.
Every little thing counts.
Especially when you have NaDa versus BoxeR. Literally every little tiny thing counts.
Starport done, attaching to the tech lab. Same thing over here. Banshee on the way.
That's right. Now, BoxeR, he's actually getting a factory tech lab, a barracks reactor, and a Starport tech lab. So he's actually just going all out here. Meantime, NaDa, not going to make nearly as many units. Just going to chill with his Cloak and his Banshee.
Now, one player is going to go for Cloak here, it looks like. Oh, pardon me. Perhaps he canceled it. I thought I saw Cloak on the way here.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was. Was it canceled?
He did cancel and started a Raven instead.
That makes
after
sense.
Scanning and seeing that BoxeR was also going Starport.
Smart.
Yep. Wants to definitely stop that Banshee dead in his tracks. And BoxeR, once he's scanned, is like, okay, well, I'm not going to attack now. I'm going to make a command center. Same time, NaDa also going to make his command center.
They both have Banshees out here. They spot each other.
Banshee's passing in the night. It's like Halloween.
The bunker has been sold. We may see the same over here. But there's already a Viking on the way. NaDa's about to get denied.
Trying to do a little bit of micro, but look at that. There is a Viking out as well. So it looks like NaDa gonna lose that. BoxeR, may he lose it as well?
So far, pretty nice control. Actually, shooting this gun turret down here, that was a waste. Blunder by NaDa.
A little bit. And BoxeR's still getting a lot of damage on. Is Banshee doing a lot better than NaDa's? Oh!
It's like so low.
Oh my
God, it's still alive.
And 9 kills, 10 kills, 10 kills for that Banshee. In the meantime, NaDa's Banshee, 1 kill.
He did stay alive.
I don't know how it stayed alive. BoxeR
I think he
must
got
have been
distracted
microing
when
so hard.
he got distracted and it let him go.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, that goes to show you, BoxeR with little amounts of stuff, maybe the best micro in the entire world.
Banshee on the way.
We are frantically looking at the map, trying to figure out exactly what these guys have planned for us. We do have NaDa getting his siege mode. He has his expansion up. BoxeR going to land his expansion pretty soon.
Here we go again.
Yeah, 1 kill, 2 kills. Kiting those Marines as best he possibly can. And nope,
denied.
It's goodbye. One of everything for NaDa.
Now NaDa, he does have his economy going a little bit faster, but the supply count is actually much higher right now.
And some SCVs being transferred to the expansion of BoxeR here. Looks like a bunch of tanks sieged up at NaDa's base, going into his macro style. But right now, because of all those kills that BoxeR got, he has more supply, 67 against 57.
A lull in the storm.
Yeah, these guys just kind of choosing what they want to do here. Looks like Slayer's BoxeR. Okay, I know exactly what he's doing. Looks like NaDa's going to move out, but in the meantime, if we take a look at Slayer's BoxeR's base, he has decided what he wants to do. He's going Marine Siege Tank. He's got 2 reactor barracks and 2 tech lab factories, so just a lot of siege tanks, a lot of Marines.
They're going to meet here in the middle.
And it looks like he's going to win that Viking war.
Oh, wow. Managed to keep that Viking alive.
Yeah, you know those tanks with siege mode? Gonna be so hard to attack into. But BoxeR's gonna walk around, he's like, whatever, I'm gonna go attack you, NaDa. But NaDa, he is coming up. He's gonna get ready.
He doesn't know about this just yet, but here we go. Nice defense.
Absolutely, their supplies dead even.
Another barracks on the way.
That's right. NaDa just going in macro mode. He is also doing the same build as BoxeR, in fact. He's got his a bunch of barracks with reactors, as well as 2 factories for siege tanks.
I like oh, go ahead.
I'm saying he's also adding more barracks, so NaDa just going to go crazy 2-base macro. He wants to catch BoxeR out of position here.
Now he's got to be careful because if he does pick up this Viking, the Banshee can then start sniping the tanks.
That's right. And the Viking of BoxeR takes out the Viking of NaDa. Taking some damage there. He's got to be very careful. He's only got Marines for anti-air at this point.
Again, BoxeR moving up. He wants to stop his opponent from taking this location here. He knows the rocks have been destroyed. NaDa, meanwhile, regroups.
This is just a positional war right now. These guys trying to get a leg up on each other. And it looks like BoxeR may do it first. And nice hit. Does a lot of damage to those 2 siege tanks. Little things like that pay huge dividends.
BoxeR may try to go around here.
Oh, this
surprise him back over here.
This is actually really sneaky because he's going to be way out of position going through a little tiny crack. Oh my god, it looks like NaDa is not going to be ready for this. He's sieging the wrong location. This was quite risky of BoxeR because if he sieges 3 tanks over there, BoxeR can't go through. But here BoxeR goes. When he sieges up in position over here, it's going to be impossible for NaDa to break this. And here we go. NaDa's going to seem to be like, uh-oh. Here he comes back up, but his expansion is in trouble.
I don't know if he can recover this.
Yeah, it looks like NaDa, you better lift that, NaDa, and he does. But the Viking is there to scout. And look at this, Marines running in. NaDa losing so many units. Look at that supply, 127 against 100. BoxeR way ahead in supply. Beautiful play here.
The Viking is hitting the command center. NaDa's SCVs are repairing.
And it looks like NaDa just stemming his Marines in there, very sloppy. Actually, the wrong choice by NaDa to move up here and try to break this. Should have countered attacked.
Yeah.
But BoxeR now has even more units coming up from the bottom. And he's just going to pincer these units in there. Bam, NaDa's trapped.
NaDa's boxed in completely.
Yeah, NaDa's trapped with absolutely, look at that. Just no way this is.
I think he might tap out CGG any second now.
It is looking.
He just got checkmated.
Like this is going to be over.
You rarely see a TvT 2-base checkmate, but this is it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't actually see any way that he can recover from this.
NaDa is actually just so out of position here. BoxeR has caught him, put him in the pincers.
This is brutal. Now he's just getting a bunch of Marauders. He may just want to finish him off, get a Raven. And you can see NaDa's actually going to attack with everything here.
Yeah, this is his last chance, basically, bringing all SCVs, but BoxeR sees it's coming, and he should be able to fend this off pretty easily. He does have some units walking around to intercept.
Here we go.
Here come the SCVs, though. Very good against Marauders. BoxeR sieging up. Going to want to target siege tanks. Can NaDa break through here with his SCVs? Doesn't look like it.
And there it is, GG. NaDa tried to escape, he couldn't. Too many units there. What an exciting game. NaDa comes back and bashes Slayer's, or rather, Slayer's BoxeR comes back and bashes NaDa in that game. Damn. Oh, carefully lost the cap. It's okay, I lost my cap during that cast too. There it is. I got my cap.
I found
NaDa doesn't have his.
Maybe I'll give him yours. Or maybe that is his.
In the break, I'm going to run in there and give him my cap. It's okay, NaDa. Talk about a close game there.
Yeah. You know, NaDa went back. He should have just looked at it and said, that is not a position I'm going to be able to break.
That is not a position.
Yeah, that is not a position that NaDa wants to attack into. He should have gone, countered BoxeR's base, tried to do another base trade thing, see if he can get the best of it.
Right.
I mean, probably wouldn't have worked. BoxeR had more supply. He had plenty of units at home, but there was just no way he's going to break that. It was a beautiful siege, a beautiful maneuver by BoxeR. And, I mean, that's it. BoxeR ties it up 1-1. I expect nothing less from the Emperor. Wow.
Damn, again, I can't emphasize this enough. You rarely ever see two-base checkmate TvT, where there's nowhere they can go. They can't move their pieces anywhere on the board, and they got to tip the king.
That's it.
I mean, that's it's really impressive.
They got to fold the hand on the river, Tasteless.
That's right. So, it was all about going around the back there, sieging up.
It was a risky
NaDa's tanks
move.
right at position.
If NaDa catches wind, he sends 3 siege tanks back, sieges them at his gas, spots with something, and just counterattacks. And then, I mean,
he should have counterattacked. I don't think it would have worked, but it would have been
It was the
closer.
best choice for the situation. But, NaDa lost. BoxeR totally outsmarted him there. What more is there to say? We're going to be going on to Game 3 pretty soon, but
we're going to go to a commercial break, actually, first.
Commercial break first.
We are going to have a quick little break here. So we'll be back in a minute, but don't go anywhere for too long.